Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about my favorite TV show, or at least my favorite current show. One of my favorite current shows. It's definitely my favorite horror show. From is just amazing. We're going to be talking about kind of just some of the things that I've seen in the trailer and just kind of some of my thoughts leading into these final 2 episodes of this season. I have a list right here in front of me. I'm going to be I don't want to read from a script, I just want to kind of have some bullet points and talk about some things that I've been thinking about and maybe you've been thinking about. So let's just get into this video. But before we do, if you could do all the YouTube stuff, it helps the channel. So I've been thinking about this plan to go down into the caves and the cavern and find these bones in this burial tomb. And who will go? What will that look like if they do it? I kind of feel like they're definitely setting up for that for episode the finale, the season finale of this season. And who do I think will go? I think Boyd will go because he's the leader, and Boyd's not gonna. He's the type of person who's not going to. He's not gonna. He's not gonna have someone else do something that he's not willing to do, especially something dangerous. I think Kenny can go. I think Kenny would want to go. I don't know if Boyd would probably want his, Kenny is his kind of his backup. So I could see where Boyd would want someone he could trust in that situation. Yeah, I don't think Donna would want to go, but I don't think Donna will go just because her health's not up to it. She's just had the heart attack. Like two episodes back. Jade has already said that he doesn't want to go, which kind of makes. I mean, I understand why he doesn't want to go. He's kind of a coward. Is he also kind of safe? Because, he doesn't get killed. His former selves have never been killed by the monsters. So does that give him plot armor? Maybe he should go? I don't know. But I don't think he's going to. Randall, I can see Randall going. Randall's kind of a Billy Badass. I could see him going. Don't know if he will or not. I don't know how they're going to do with like the stuff with Julie, because she wasn't in the last episode, but we know that she's going to story walk again at some point because she does come across the men in yellow while she's story walking, but she hasn't done that and we haven't seen her much. So would Randall go? I could see that. There's going to be characters that are kind of like minor characters that we don't really know much of, kind of like how all of a sudden Roger was a thing, but I could see there'll have to be a few smaller characters because people are going to die down in the tombs. So yeah, I think that it could be Boyd, Kenny, Randall, and then some characters, throwaway characters, because people are going to die. I do think we could probably lose Randall if Randall goes, or maybe even Kenny, because that has to be impactful to the audience. I know we just almost lost Kenny, but no one's really safe. We have a season and 2 episodes left, and everyone's not going to get away. Kenny and Victor are my favorites, but I can see this being where Kenny's character, doesn't get out, and I could see that haunting Boyd for the rest of the time that we see him in the show. So yeah, that's kind of where I think that storyline could go. The next thing I want to talk about is Fatima. This new power, this new ability that she has to see through Smiley's eyes, but also to kind of control, will will the wise him. She was able to stop Smiley when he transformed and it stopped him from killing Kenny. Can she do that again? Could they use that power to aid the hunt for the bones in the tomb? I mean, it's a possibility, but what does that mean for her? As like, we saw the veins on her stomach. Is that just temporary, or is that something more? A connection that I made, to look at when you think about the veins, they kind of look like the veins that are on the children. Now, I don't know what that means, but it's just a connection that I made. There's also theories that Fatima is turning into the kimono lady, the lady that prompted Elgin to do what he did and take her down into the bunker and for her to have the baby. I don't know. I mean, I kind of see the things they're talking about. There's definitely an image of and I'm probably going to use it right here in the video where you see the kimono lady and Fatima. I didn't come up with that theory. It's just one that I read. But yeah, I mean, I can see that. Who really knows? I mean, there's no telling what they're going to do in this final episode, these final 2 episodes and final season. Another thing I want to talk about is in the trailer for episode 9, we see Sophia and the man in yellow talking to Clara, and I'm not, I never really paid a lot of attention to Clara, but I do think she's going to be like, at least in this next episode, she's going to be a big part. The man in yellow, or Sophia, says, "Do you know who I am?" and smiles, and she tells Clara to look closer. And then Clara does, and she becomes so terrified. Like, you can just see the look of fear and terror on her face. And Sophia smiles. How could Clara know that? Well, she's obviously come across the man in yellow. How did that happen? There's a theory going around that Clara could actually be Eloise. And to me, that makes the most sense. Like, maybe Victor just thought Clara died. I mean, thought Eloise died, because, he never found her body. So that makes the most sense for me. And maybe Eloise also came across the man in yellow eating their mom. Maybe she did die and she already came back. I don't know. I don't really know, because Clara is definitely younger than Victor. But yeah, that's just kind of what I was thinking about. That it makes sense. That makes sense. There's ways that they could do it. I mean, this is From. They find ways to do these things. And we're going to touch on Henry in a minute, but I think that kind of makes the most sense of how the man in yellow would know Clara. The next thing I want to talk about is, who is Elgin seeing in the image from the trailer? Is he seeing the real Sophia, like Sophia before she was whoever she was when she first came to From? The real Sophia. Could that be one of Tabitha's former selves? Or like the reincarnated? Could that be, because we saw all the people that Jade was before? Could the real Sophia be someone that came that was Tabitha, or Henry's wife, Victor's mom? I mean, I think that's possible, and it makes sense. That's what I'm thinking Elgin is probably finding, because we know that there is going to be a photograph. I believe it was in one of the earlier trailers for the season, before the season came out, that we do see a photo of Sophia, or whoever she really was before. Are Boyd's visions of Abby and the shooting that happened before, that when he shot Abby and all the people that Abby shot before, are these things coming back up to Boyd now? Because something is warning him about what I think Henry's going to do. I think Henry is going to try to kill maybe some people in the town, for sure Victor or Tabitha, because it said he had to break ties with that anchor. Now, who's the anchor? Is it Tabitha? I don't think so. I think it's Victor, because Victor is what's holding him there. And so I think that the town and the man in yellow, the whole thing is just manipulating Henry to kill Victor, because that's just what this place does. Will he do it? I don't know. I don't know if he'll be able to. I don't know if he'll be able to go through with it. Right now, I think he wants to believe what he's been seeing, but I don't know. We do see. Okay, so let's say that he does try to do it. What could stop him? Well, if Clara really is Eloise, she would know that Victor's her brother, and she would know that Henry is their father, because it's well known that that's Victor's father. Could she say something that stops that? Like, maybe Henry's talking about Eloise is coming to see him on the plane, and Clara, if she is Eloise, say, "No, Dad, I'm right here," and that could snap him out of it. Or is he going to try to do it and someone's going to have to put him down? We do see there is a scene in the trailer where Victor is really upset and he's being held back by Boyd and Kenny. But we also see the boy in white ask Victor if he knows what the others are doing. So is Victor upset in the trailer because of what the others are doing with the bottle tree? Does Victor know what they're about to really do if they cut that tree down? Or does he know it, or is he talking about like if they go into the tomb to go after the bones? To me, Victor knows a lot he knows a lot about this place. And I don't think that any of the characters should come up with any plan unless they run it by Victor and just see what he says. Because Victor does know this place he knows it better than anyone. Back to Henry, could Victor be upset because of any number of the things that they're doing? Or did he just see maybe Boyd have to put his father down because Henry was going to try to kill someone, maybe try to kill Victor? I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see in the next episode. I do think that will happen. Whatever's going to happen there will happen in episode 9. Now I want to talk about the man in yellow talking to Tabitha. He knew Tabitha, and he said that she and Jay don't remember him yet. Was he bluffing? Was he making these comments about what they were about to do because he's scared? Like, could he really be afraid of them finding the bones and doing something with the bones and freeing the children? Or was the man in yellow really offering up like a real warning? Like, could digging up the bones free the kids, or could it free the monsters to roam during the day? I don't know. I think that's something we probably won't see the full ramifications for until next season. Because I think episode 9, it's going to be the reveal of who Sophia is. We're going to get the wrap up of whatever's going to happen with Henry is going to happen. And the season finale is going to be all about going into the cavern and looking for the bones and Jade's plan and how it all falls. I don't know. Come this time next week, I may have a completely different video that I'm talking about something completely different, because we'll have another episode behind us. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, again, do the YouTube stuff, and I will see you in the next video.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me.